morning, this is Hamid and I'm your English teacher, and today we'll be going to discuss about how to analyze any literary text with the help of a Peel framework. So let me just give you an insight of like what a Peel network is. First of all, P is a kind of like acronym where P stands for your idea that how a literary writer, while creating any text, he takes you with the help of like any idea he wants to convey. You must have like read so many stories and so many kind of other literary fictions such as drama or other kind of things. So you should be keeping in mind the point of view of the writer. So we'll be going into detail bit by bit, and you'll be understanding that what I want to say and how can we decipher any text with the help of this framework. The next one is evidence, because evidence is also important. The third one E for explain, and the last one is L for link. Okay, so let's go through, and I am going to give you a kind of sentence. We'll be analyzing all the things with the help of this framework, and we'll be knowing that what kind of like text has been used over here. The wind howled as Sarah stepped into a dark forest. Okay, this is a kind of like a very traditional text, and over here the subject matter, you could see over here the choice of words tell us, or this adjective, this howled and dark, what tells us about the evidence of that what the text seems to be a bit scary. Okay, you could see over here the wind has been personified, and which means that the wind has been given the quality of an animal. Okay, so it becomes a kind of like ferocious and wild, and that's why you could see the text is more frightening and more scary and probably a bit kind of like gloomy and dark. Okay, so you have gotten the idea that the text is a bit scary, it's very panicked and this and that. Okay, the next one is this, that the evidence is very important. You can get all the idea from the evidence, and the evidence is through the critical analysis of the text. Okay, you could see while deconstructing the text, okay, going into the detail, but the writer has used some specific words, or his phraseology tells us that he wants to create an environment which he is after, and this could be very much scary. Okay, moving forward, let's go through the another part of this framework, and it is explanation. And that is what is very important. You could see with the help of these kind of like words, you could see like again that the environment creates a kind of like psychological fear and a kind of